Hey tuners, welcome back to another episode of the Toon Ladies Talk Show. I am so excited because today we are hanging out with one of my dearest friends in the Webtoon community. Her name is Jenna A, and she is the author of one of my all-time favorite webcomics, Enjoy the Show. We're going to be chatting with her in just a minute. I hear she's going to be doing some drawing for us, and there may even be a little something you definitely want to stick around for, because it involves winning something. So I am really excited for this one. Get your comments going on over in our chat box and leave all of the love. And before we jump into our conversation today, I did want to remind you guys that we've got some breaking Toon World news that you need to be hearing about. We have just learned this week that Sweet Home has actually been acquired by Netflix, and this K-drama is going to be kind of adapted for $2.4 million per episode. We will keep you up to date as we learn more details on this one, but how dang cool is that? Let us know if you're excited over in the chat box, or leave some comment love down below. And we're excited that you all are joining us today for our conversation. We've had some interesting things going on inside of the Toon World this week, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to our group cosplay. We are so excited about this one, because we actually took on the roles of the characters of Sub-Zero. All of our amazing cosplayers were doing their photos in their own homes, sent them in, and we created this amazing image together. And we've got some cool ones in the works because we had all the fun with this one. We're really excited. We want to hear from you. Which webcomics would you love to see as a group cosplay? Let me know in that chat box, because we're taking your suggestions right now. And we've got 2 or 3 coming up in the next couple of weeks that you are not going to want to miss. And if you are a cosplayer who wants to join us for all the fun, you can actually head over to our Discord, where we'll be dropping more details about our cosplay group and which series we have coming up next on our schedule and how you can get involved in that. Hey guys, we are excited that you all are here and joining us. We are about to jump into our conversation with the fabulous Jenna A of Enjoy the Show, but we need to know, did anything else cool happen inside of the Toon World this week? If you know what's going on, we actually want you to come report for us. Come on over to our Discord. We are dropping all of the greatest reports within the Toon World every single week, so we can shout them out here on the show and also in our weekly newsletter that you guys do not want to miss. We had all the fun this week talking about reports, and we're looking forward to more next week. So come hang out in the Discord, where we are going to be talking all about what's going on inside of the Toon World and having conversations and community over in our Discord, which we happen to be doing something kind of dang cool in. We're going to tell you guys a little bit about that next week, so stay tuned. All right, friends, are you ready? We are going to be chatting with Jenna from Enjoy the Show today. I'm so excited. I've got all of her artwork here. I've got all sorts of fun, fabulous things going on, and we cannot wait to show you what is happening today. Allison's really excited, and I cannot wait, because this is the first time I've been on air with Jenna, just me and her. So, Jenna, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited that we get to hang out, just us now.
Yeah. I'm always here for a party.
I know, right? Well, I mean, you know, you and I like our parties. I'm just saying. Right. Last night we might have had a party last night, is all we're saying. We might have been at a birthday party for a Disney animator, and we might have gotten a drawing lesson on how to do princess hands and different characters and all sorts of amazing things. And it's actually inspired you. I see you've got some paper there. What's going on?
Yes. I am going to attempt to sketch while you're talking to me. And then we will send some of these off, maybe. If anyone wants them, you have to let us know in the comments.
If everyone.
But I've also got, if you're one of my patrons, you already know I've been working on a bunch of stickers. And this isn't even all of the designs. Like, I've been stockpiling. Whenever I see a good deal, I print stickers. Anyway, there's me. But I will send, maybe 3 random stickers. You don't get to choose. You get what you get, and it will be a surprise. And you will hopefully get a drawing that doesn't look like it's been run over, because I haven't traditionally drawn in a long, long time.
Listen, some of Philo's magic has rubbed off on you. You will be good.
Yes. Watching him draw like Ariel and Flounder. It's about I'm like,
Listen, it was
amazing.
30 minutes this man drew for us, and he drew so many different characters, and like he taught us how to draw hands and told stories in between. I don't know how he packed that much in.
It was so cool.
Right?
It was a neat experience.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of want to challenge you to draw some of the things that he drew, but I will not do that.
Don't do that to me. No.
Oh, but it would be fun.
Not on live stream. Cool.
We were actually hanging out at the party last night, and it was the two of us and Philo, and Ari-chan of Luff was there, and Lupicut of Blood Ink, and Ari-chan was trying to draw along with Philo, and that was a fun experience.
She didn't do half bad.
I know, especially for how fast he went. Like,
yeah,
he kept up pretty good. And friends, if you do want to win today's giveaways, here's what you got to do. You see that nice chat box over there? You got to leave some comment love. The more you chat, the more likely you are to win. We are going to be scrolling through and picking some chat comments. We're also looking at comments down below. So if you're leaving love in both locations, that's going to help your chances, all I'm saying. And we will let you know who won before the end of today's episode, because this is just for you live viewers. So the more comments you leave, the more likely you are to win some stickers and some drawings. I'm super excited for this one. And I heard from people on Instagram that they were really excited about those stickers. So now's the time, guys. Drop those in there. All right, let's jump in. Let's have a conversation. We already know that you're fabulous and you hang out with Disney animators and go to fun parties and like all the cool stuff. So
I'm the cool kid. Cool kid in town.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But tell us a little bit more about yourself, and then we're going to learn a little bit more about your story.
Well, I'm Jenna A. I am the creator of Enjoy the Show. I co-write it with my sister, Erin, and she's super fun to work with. Enjoy the Show is about a girl who makes a big leap away from home, moves away to Las Vegas, and it's a bit of a culture shock, and she's still trying to get used to the way things are done, and she meets a lot of quirky coworkers, and it's a lot of fun. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone, and even some elements of horror in it, like a little bit of romance, a little bit of kookiness, all of it shenanigans. So
that's a good way to describe it. Shenanigans.
It's just shenanigans.
Shenanigans and popcorn flying everywhere.
Right. Yes. Lots and lots of popcorn.
Yes. I was like trying to get that image up before we finished talking about it, but I didn't quite make it. But yes, lots of popcorn.
Oh, that one. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And she works at a movie theater. I forgot to mention that. That's kind of a big point.
Important part. Oh gosh. Yeah, so we've got all of the fun movie theater goodness going on. I'm a huge fan of this story because it is really well written. Like, the plot is fantastic, the character development is great, the world building very good. You guys know I'm a best-selling author, and when I talk about web comics, this is the one I talk about because this is the one that's really well done. All I'm saying, if you haven't read it yet, you absolutely should.
Flatter you.
I could keep going.
Stop.
We'll come back to my love of this story later on, but you know. But I am a huge fan of this because Violet is actually someone who looks a lot younger than she is, so she and I have a lot in common because I look much younger than I actually am, and she goes off on her own and has all these oh so fun adventures inside of the movie theater. So let's talk a little bit about how you have come up with your story, Enjoy the Show. I know this is actually kind of inspired by your real life experience.
Yep. Movie theater work was my first job right out of high school, and I actually stayed on for several years. I worked at different theaters, and then I quit. I got married. I had babies. We moved to Las Vegas, and then I worked at another theater. Like, I couldn't get away from the movie theater, but it was a lot of fun. And Erin too. She had her first job at the movie theater. That's actually how she met her husband. But that's not what Enjoy the Show is about. Just disclaimer. Maybe we'll fit in that story later, but it hasn't showed yet.
I want more romance is all I'm saying. Yeah. Like, give all the romance to me.
We're getting there. This is like definitely one of the slowest burns that I've seen on Webtoon. But yeah, it's a real theater that it's not called Superstar Theater, but it's a real theater that I used to work at. The work uniforms, I had to wear those long sleeved bellhop uniform. It was awful. And the characters are based off of real people, and I think that's part of the reason what makes it so relatable. A lot of these situations, it's a slice of life. Like, people can be like, yeah, I've met someone exactly like that, or yeah, that something like that has happened to me. But yeah, I haven't even gotten down to the nitty gritty of some stories that you just won't believe. And yes, someone did fall through the ceiling. It wasn't me, but
I'm glad it wasn't you, but like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, she was she's gonna kill me, but she was a projectionist at the time, and she was messing around. She was in places she wasn't supposed to be.
Oops.
And yeah, but she's okay. She didn't go all the way through, like her legs dangled in the lobby, but she was able to pull herself back up. And so everything is based on real stories. I highly exaggerate them, which is fun.
Which is so much fun. And I love that you've actually based this off of real people. And I just kind of want to mention that recently we might have done a group cosplay for your show. And you might have actually secured the real life Robbie and the real life Jenna for us.
Yeah. Well, I cornered myself from the very start, writing myself into the story. Like, that was just dumb because I should have seen something like this coming. Oh, yeah. So yes, I did. I played myself, and when I worked, I always had that bun. And then Robbie, I love his placement and the pose. Like, that's the real Robbie right there. He's I know. He's a good sport for doing that, but he's really fun to work with. I miss all my Vegas theater friends.
I feel like we had a lot of fun with that, though, is all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. No, I think you guys did a really good job with the cosplay. Because I was not expecting ever to see cosplay of my characters. Like,
and now you got them all. Almost all.
They're so sweet.
We had a lot of fun creating that one, though, and we do have people hanging out with us. Allison says that she recently started reading Enjoy the Show, and she's already finished it. She really loves it.
Bless you. Bless your heart. Thank you. I love getting messages like that. Like, I just found your comic, and I binged it in 2 hours. Never mind, it took me almost 2 hours to draw, but you finished it in 2 hours. And it's very flattering, and I'm glad people are finding it.
Yeah, for sure. So friends, it looks like we had a little bit of tech trouble at the beginning of this. We are really glad that you are all here. Let me know where you found the link so we can make sure we get that out to everybody. And Jenna, let's check in with you and let's see what you're working on right now.
I'm doing a profile blushing Violet.
Nice.
What's making her blush? I don't know. But when you get it in the mail, maybe you could, I don't know, put something there or something. I don't know.
I mean, I have suggestions.
Yeah. Oh, I know you have suggestions.
I can help with that. I feel like you should make like a consecutive drawing. So it's like 3 different panels. And then each person gets one of the panels.
Ooh. What would be the story?
I love it.
We'll see. That was nice.
I see we were dropping links in our Discord. Thank you, friends. We definitely had some tech issues, so I'm glad that you guys are here with us and joining us for all of the fun. They're also giving you suggestions in the comments.
Oh, are they?
They are. You reloaded the YouTube page and you found the video. Fabulous. I'm glad that you're all here and that it is cooperating for everybody.
Gotta love technology.
I know. YouTube is just overloaded right now because everybody's in quarantine, and it has just led to us getting kicked off of half of our broadcast at this point. We just have to come in and make them new. So I'm glad that you all found us and that you're here. Some lovely person grab this link and go put it in the old one just in case anybody's still there. Everybody over here. And if you are joining us a little bit later, we do want to let you guys know we are doing a giveaway today. The more you comment, the more likely you are to win. Jenna is giving away some sketches that she's doing right now. She's also giving away some fabulous stickers.
That was dramatic. Sorry.
Raining like confetti. I'm glad you dropped them straight down and didn't toss them up because I've done that before on my live shows and it hasn't ended well.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, we're all good. We're good.
All right, friends, if you've got questions for Jenna, go ahead and get those in my chat box. We're going to start getting to those questions in just a minute. We talked a little bit about the inspiration for this. I do want to talk a little bit about your art process before we dive into those fan questions. So what does this look like for you? We know we actually touched on this in your podcast episode last week. So guys, if you have not heard that, you can head over to the Toon Ladies website and listen to the full podcast with Jenna and her sister Erin, who co-writes this series with her. But Jenna, what does your art process look like for jumping in for each of your episodes?
Well, since it's a creative collaboration, right? Me and Erin, before each episode, me and Erin go over points because we know major points in the timeline. We know how we want it to end. We know, the big major stuff that happens. The in between, we discuss what needs to happen in this episode, like what's our pacing, what are main points that need to come up so that we could set it up for an episode in the future or whatever. And then once we go back and forth and we have ideas and she'll have an idea and bring it up and, we're very comfortable with each other. Like, yes, we're sisters, but like creatively, we're very comfortable sharing ideas and not having that fear of being shut down. It's uninhibited. And then she will type up the dialogue, and then she'll send it back, and then I'll go over it, and then we'll go back and forth again. It's a lot of this. But, and then once we get it to a point where we can both agree and like, yes, that's good, then I will start thumbnailing, then go into rough sketching. And then usually, like in process, I'll send some stuff back to Erin. Like, is this the right look that we're going for? We check back and forth until it's done, and then start it all over again. But yeah, it's from the original concept and like the script to the end result. It's never the exact same.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just continually evolving until we get to somewhere that we're comfortable.
So I did figure out what the tech issue is right now. We're broadcasting on my social media strategy page and not Toon Ladies. That's why. But hey, as I was reading the comments, you guys were smart enough to look me up and you found it. So congratulations on being smarter than the internet. Yeah, sorry. Don't know how that one happened, but here we are. And we'll put it over on Toon Ladies when we're done. But please keep leaving the comment love. We're going to boost my ratings on my other page today.
There you go.
Speaking of which, you should definitely hit that subscribe and notification bell because that helps your girl out. I'm just saying, help your girl out. Let's dive back in. Let's ask some of these questions. And I am going to get this link up on our page so more people can find us. So let's ask this one because this is actually a great question that I want to know the answer to. What is the inspiration behind Jailbait?
Jailbait is a guy that me and Erin went to school with. And he was one of the hairiest people I have ever seen. And he always had like mutton chops, like just,
Wow.
and he would style his hair like Wolverine. Like, anyway, and his voice was so deep, like unbelievably, but he was only a year older than me, I think. And
Wow.
people would often think he was a lot older than he was. Anyway. But yeah, Gelbait is a real person. They don't know that Gelbait is based off of them because I haven't kept in contact with them since high school. But
Just adding
Gelbait's real. Well, that, and I've ran into a few Gelbaits actually. It's like, oh, I thought you were much older than than I thought, and it makes brief awkwardness, and then you live and learn.
That is right. You live and learn on that one. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll. I'm gonna actually look at these now that I'm done figuring out what our tech issues are. We are chatting about the coveted stickers and prints. Yes. Let's see. Mira wants a sticker. So many.
You know what you gotta do.
Yeah, the more you come, the more likely you are to win. Several of you will. All I'm saying. Amber wants to know who Drusilla is based off of.
Okay, Drusilla is another one where they don't know it's based off of. It's very loosely, but I think Drusilla, if there was anyone exactly like Drusilla out in the world, we should all be afraid. But she is awesome. But she's based off of a manager I used to work with. And she just, if she didn't know you and you're meeting her for the first time, she was very cold and just like, why are you talking to me? Like, kind of, but it wasn't until she started fangirl. I will never forget. It's Witcher 3, the video game. I have never played it or, seen any of the gameplay, but I know all the characters, all the plot points, the music. Like, she would sit and listen to while we were counting money at the end of the night.
Wow.
Like, and she just, and we bonded over Witcher 3, even though I've never played it, but we enjoyed talking about it. No, and I love her to bits, and she's a real neat lady. But yeah, Drusilla is very loosely based on her.
Allison says she loves how Drew interacts with Violet. Me too. Me too. She's so mysterious and fun to watch. And Mary Jane's on our comments. She wants to know how long it takes you to draw an episode.
Roughly a week, sometimes longer, just depending on how many characters are in the scene. If I have to draw new backgrounds, that's one of my shortcuts. Is I have maybe 30 backgrounds that I use, and I just recycle them like crazy. It helps that it's all in one place, right? So they're still in the theater.
Yeah.
No, the Krav Maga episodes, these ones are taking longer because I have to draw all new backgrounds and stuff. Anyway, depending on character complexity, all of that, roughly a week. Roughly. But I'm always getting pulled away from, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I don't get to sit down for very long periods of time to work on it because I keep getting like, gotta go feed the kids, gotta go do homework, do all of these things. So I do it in very short bursts. And I ended up going to a bi-weekly schedule just so I could breathe.
We're getting a lot of love for Drew in the comments right now.
Yeah. Drew's everyone's favorite.
Oh, so they want to know, will she have her own episode where we're going to get to see more about her life and what makes her tick? Jenna, are we? Because if not, I'm going to start the petition.
Well, Webtoon announced their short story contest, and me and Aaron were working on a backstory for Drew. But then Corona hit, and I have my kids all day, which I love having them home with me, but now I have to homeschool and do like the time-wise and work on Enjoy the Show. It was just too much. But maybe in the future that will be told sometime. We'll see.
All I'm saying is we need to stay on top of this, friends.
Yeah.
TM Sharky Nerd says, sorry, it's covered up on my screen. Do you have the story plot that oh my goodness, so many comments, everything's moving. Do you have the story plot out that you know what is going to happen in the future, or do you come up with the story as you go? So you pretty much know what's going on, right?
Yeah, no, we have the full main storyline for season 1. There will be a season 2, but we know how we want it to end. We know the major points that we have to hit. It's the in between and exactly fine tuning, like how we get from point A to point B, that we fine tune every week.
Gotcha.
So
we're getting a lot of conversation about Gabe. We're getting a lot of conversation about Maddox, and they want to know, will Drew have a love interest at some point?
I get asked this a lot. Definitely not in season 1. I don't know. We're still planning season 2, so maybe. I don't know. She's just right now. She's just Drew. That's enough.
She's so fun. It's
going to take a very special person to be paired up with her. So I don't know. Nothing planned as of yet.
Like, how fun would that be, though, to find that special person? Like, what much this special person be like?
Exactly.
Oh gosh, guys, let us know in the chat box. Let us know. People are starting to come up with their theories about the mugger. All I'm gonna say is they've got some theories. You would care to comment on this mugger? Anything we should know, or is this still top secret?
He has a tattoo.
That's so cool.
That's pretty much all that I am at liberty to share.
I have a theory on this. I'm not going to say it, but I definitely have a theory. And I know you guys
everyone has theories.
Yes, of course. Of course. Let's see. People are saying they really want this backstory for Drew.
It's amazing.
Yes.
No, we'll have to do it someday, but maybe when times are less nutso than now.
Yes. Devin Keto wants to know, if you could choose any creator team of another comic, who would you want to do a crossover episode with?
Ooh, that's interesting. There's so many. Like, I read so many. What would be a good one? I really like Down to Earth by Pookie Senpai. I think that what's her name? Oh, someone help me. The alien, the main girl alien, Zeddy, something that starts with a Z. Anyway, I think she would be a super fun friend for Violet, because Violet has a knack of collecting some interesting people around her, and I think that would be fun.
She does. Hey, everybody is kind of starting a campaign over in my comments right now, because we are waiting for that Violet Roscoe kiss.
Good things come to those who wait. That's all I'm saying.
Oh goodness, I love it. Hey, how's your drawing going?
I haven't gotten very far, but I finished that one.
Oh, I like it.
It's just Violet. She's blushing.
Nice.
And then I think I'm attempting a Roscoe here. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see if you see the end result or not.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Speaking of everyone's favorite couple that's not quite where we want them to be yet, I'm just going to toss that up there. You're welcome, friends. You're welcome.
That was a fun. I was glad that I was able to go through and redraw some of the old episodes, because if you look at the first few episodes, it's so cringy, but like this gave me an opportunity to do flashbacks and stuff and kind of redeem myself that way. I'm trying really hard to keep pressing through with the story instead of going back and I've already vented to you about how I am like fighting this urge to just reboot the whole thing, you know, but it's like people want the story to continue. They don't want to reread what they've already read, you know.
Well, at some point you'll go on break and then you can work on the back things a little bit. Yes. People are saying when we do finally get that kiss, it's going to become a wallpaper on their phone. So all I'm saying, if you guys missed the really cute wallpaper Jenna did for our newsletter a few weeks ago, featuring our 2 favorite people ever, you missed out. It was swoony and shippy and so cute. And I'm going to see if I can pull it up. It might take me a second, but we're going to see if we can pull that up. If you guys have not signed up for the newsletter, you probably should, because you're going to for sure regret it when you miss upcoming wallpapers as well. And I'm just working on loading that. So we're going to ask some more questions. Allison wants to know, how do you draw so fast?
Well, when you draw the same characters a million times each week, you tend to get a little bit faster. I'm really slow right now, actually, though, just because I'm talking to.
It's because we're chatting.
Yeah. No, like when we were watching Philo draw Ariel, and he did it in like 5 seconds.
I know.
Can you imagine how many times he has drawn her? Like, not only in the animation process for the movie itself, but then for books,
for merchandising,
and illustrations, and and for cute little birthday parties, like for what we I bet everyone's like, please draw her, you know. So, but yeah, if you draw the same characters over and over and you stay consistent with it, it just becomes muscle memory, and then, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
There's the wallpaper.
There they are. For those of you that missed the beginning of our show, Jenna and I were actually hanging out at a virtual birthday party last night. We were hanging out with Disney animator Philo Barnhart, who was on the show a couple episodes ago. He created The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. He did Secret of NIMH. He did Star Trek. He was in Mary Poppins. Like, the man is kind of Disney royalty. And we hung out for a virtual birthday party with him last night. It was the 2 of us and Loopy Cut from Blood Inc. and Ari-chan from Luff. And we got a drawing lesson from Philo. And in 30 minutes, he knocked out like, what, 1 billion drawings?
Yeah, it was so many.
So many. And he taught us how to draw princess hands. And like, we learned things. I learned things. It was a lot of fun, but he works so fast. He was telling us behind the scenes of the movie and, you know, how they would put the charts up with how many drawings of each character they had. Fun fact, did you know King Triton is in the movie more than Ursula is? I was surprised at that one.
Yeah, Ursula is hardly ever in there. Like, her part is so small, but she leaves that big impact. Like, everyone knows Ursula.
Yeah. It was so interesting. We had a great conversation last night. If you go over to my Instagram stories right now, there's still a picture of it up, probably for another hour or 2. You can actually see us at this party hanging out. That's all I'm saying. We were hanging out and having fun, doing all the fun Disney things last night because we fancy like that. All right. Okay. Let's see, because we're getting lots of, oh, I like it.
He's got the cute little boyish
going on. You know, if you hold those up together for me. You know what this reminds me of? Because they look very young and very cute and innocent here. It reminds me of the art from Miss Abbott and the Doctor.
I love Miss Abbott. I love Marika. She's amazing. No, a lot of she's really good at getting the body gesture and body language too. And I actually learned a lot from just looking at her style. And you might be able to see some of the influence from Miss Abbott and the Doctor because I love it so much. I love you.
We're going to talk about this when we get off air. I love that story. I'm not up to date yet, but so good. So good. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Highly recommend.
We're getting lots of questions that I'm reading. Some of them are directed toward me. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. I'll answer questions. Yeah, that's fine. Mira wants a Roscoe hat. Which is in response to someone. Someone said something. Let me scroll back up. Was the wallpaper with the yellowish background? Yes, it was. Oh, people want merch. They want merch from your series. Rosie says the wallpaper was the cutest, and I feel so deeply bad for you if you missed out. Right? Right. You guys got to get yourself signed up. Newsletter.toonladies.com. Yeah, we are getting people demanding merch. Listen, friends, if you like merch, Jenna doesn't know this yet. I'm going to tell Jenna about this when we get off there. But all I'm saying is if you like merch, you should probably pay attention over the next couple of days to weeks is all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
I'm excited to see too.
I know because you don't know yet, but it's going to be lots of fun. And I'll tell you everything when we get off air. This is what happens in my Discord, guys. Let's see. We're scrolling down. Imagine not being subscribed to the newsletter. Yeah, I know. All the cool kids are on the newsletter.
I think you do a really good job with that newsletter. Like, it's very entertaining to read.
Right?
Very full of useful information. Everyone should read.
Yes. Between the Breaking Toon World news and the interviews and the swag we give out, like, y'all should hang out with the newsletter. I'm just saying. Whoa, this is going very fast right now. All the questions, all the comments. What other shortcuts do you use to try to finish your comic faster? Layla wants to know.
Other than recycling my backgrounds, I don't think there's anything wrong with the good old, they call it the copy pasta, like copy paste. Like, as long as you change it, like some people will use a panel and then on the next one they'll zoom in on an aspect of it and maybe tweak an expression or something. I have no problem with that. Like, use whatever you got, whatever tools you got, but other time savers, I know a lot of people who draw traditionally and then they'll scan it, and then I would highly recommend getting into the habit of like drawing in the program and cut that, because that's just another step. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone needs to do what works for them, but if you can cut that step out and just learn to sketch in the program, I think you'll be able to go a lot faster.
That makes a lot of sense. People are saying they would love prints as merch. Let's see. Oh, and you have some prints apparently.
Yes, I've given them out for my patrons. I like to spoil them at Christmas. So I sent out prints for Christmas and for giveaways for things.
Always fun.
Getting stuff in the mail is fun.
It is. And 3 of you fabulous people who are leaving comments right now while we are live are going to win the sketches that Jenna is doing right now and some really cool, fun stickers. So all I'm saying is the more comments you leave, the more likely you are to win. We will be letting you know before we sign off in not too distant future. We've got about 15 minutes left to hang out with you guys. So keep the questions coming. Keep the love coming in the comments because we want to hear from you guys. So this next one is directed to me. How do you have this many connections? It's impressive. I make friends easily. I'm assuming you're talking about my Disney friends. But also I just ask people, like, in 2 weeks, we've got Selden Young, the animator, or not the animator, the producer of the Swan Princess movie. I just asked. I haven't met him before. This is going to be the first time that I chat with him in person. So I literally just reached out and asked, and here we are. So it always helps to just kind of get over your introverted self. That's me. And just ask people. You make all sorts of friends that way. But the Disney animator, I actually spoke with him at a convention. We were on the same panel 2 years ago at Mermagicon, and then we spoke again this year. We had some things going on at the same convention 2 years in a row. So also, whoa, that was Siri. I'm sorry. Every once in a while that happens. But yes, so I'm a speaker, and we were both speaking at the same convention together, so we became friends that way. Let's see. People are very excited that you've got Prince. And people are letting everyone know where they can find that. That's fantastic. Oh, people want to know about Roscoe's hair. Can we talk about his hair color and style and all those fun things?
Yeah, of course we can. Now, I never expected his hair to be such a hot button with the readers. Like, his hat is just, it's his uniform, you know?
Yeah.
But something I didn't consider when designing my characters is because they're all in uniforms, like the outfit and style, like it tells a lot about their personality. And I think people were looking for something that tells them a little bit more about, you know, their personality, their character. And so when he's just in a hat and a uniform, you know, there's not a whole lot to go on off of except for, you know, what he says and does. But his hair, all right, it is blue, but it's just a different take on like black. Like it's just really dark. He didn't dye his hair blue. Like it's just another representation of black because there was so much like the black in the uniforms, the black, and he's wearing a lot of black. There's a lot of black in there, right? And I wanted to break that up and play with the blue highlights but yeah, I never expected it to be such a big deal. In fact, reading the comments, it did affect the story because I made the hat reveal much more dramatic than we planned it, you know. So in that way, readers do kind of affect the story. Just, you know, on little things like that, you know, we may play it up because it's an inside joke now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's kind of like, I don't know if you read Unordinary, but John's hair gel is one that comes up a lot, and it's like enemy number one, the hair gel, because
really
anyway, yes, and it's just a big joke in the Toon world, and I feel like Roscoe's hat has also become an inside joke.
Yeah. I mean, it comes up a lot in my Discord. Like everyone talks about it every time you or your series comes up. That is what people discuss. So all I'm saying
when you guys did the cosplay, I was wondering if Roscoe was gonna have a hat or not.
Yeah, that was a big decision that we had to make there. But if you noticed, Sawyer is actually holding his hat.
Yes, I did. And I was so impressed. Like he matched that panel like
I know.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
I know.
And the only thing that I would ever have to critique about it is he just needs that collar on the shirt, and it's gold.
Yeah.
You know?
I know it. He did
you can see it right in the corner.
Yep.
Of that hat.
Oh goodness, my watch just buzzed and I was terrified Siri was gonna talk to me again. Oh goodness. His hair probably has a whole fan base. Oh no, it does. It absolutely does. It's great flowing hair and he covers it. People are sad. Lose the hat.
Yeah.
We're getting love for his eyebrows as well. And
the eyebrow, everyone keeps asking me, how did he get the scar? What's the scar from? I think we might actually be covering that in the next episode or two.
Yay, this is exciting.
Yes. I have to talk it over with Aaron, so I could just be spouting a bunch of lies right now. But in my head, I think we'll reveal the backstory there, but
that's exciting. Yes. Oh, I love it.
Very sketchy.
So MushMello is here hanging out with us, and she wants to know what your setup for drawing.
Setup? Like
what does your tech look like? Like, what do you do?
I have a drawing monitor. I don't know how people use tablets and then they draw while not looking at their hands like this.
How I function.
I cannot do that. Like, I'm traditionally trained. I have a bachelor's degree in traditional drawing and painting. I cannot draw without looking at my hands. So the drawing monitor, it just hooks up into my laptop, and it mimics traditional drawing as close as I can get, as far as I have discovered. But yeah, I use Clip Studio. Is that the setup for drawing? I have my portable table. I'm not, this isn't the space that I normally draw in. I would show you around if that were the case, but I'm not in my usual drawing spot. But yeah, it's in the middle of the house where the boys can run back and forth, and I am easily accessible at all times.
Yes, and they can easily see your screen, which I hear has been fun in the past.
Oh my gosh. They're good little readers now. Now, if you've seen the Mother's Day collaboration I did with my fellow mom artists, when I was redrawing the first episode, and she talks to her mom on the phone about strippers, and my boys will come and they'll watch me draw, they'll read as I'm typing, and Mom, what's a stripper? And that was an interesting conversation.
Oh yes.
And another one came up. It was when they were talking about hickeys in the kitchen. Oh, Mom, what's a hickey? Oh, yeah, if you stuck on your skin too long, you'll get a mark. And of course, that resulted in what? Really? And so you would.
Let's find out. Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, no, fun times. They are very smart.
Yes. So they are asking, are there any other moments from your comic that have been changed because of the fans?
The biggest one was the hat reveal. I think it's nice to have it out episode by episode because we can gauge reader reaction. By reading the comments, we can also tell what hints are they picking up on and which ones are they not. So if there's something that we want more apparent, we'll adjust, and make it more prevalent in the next one. Mm-hmm. Little stuff like that. No reader has ever changed our main story plot, nothing like that, but we can fine tune it to get the reaction that we want, if that makes sense.
That does.
So it's a handy tool doing it in episodes and working week to week on it, because you're able to change course or do whatever you need.
So what I'm hearing, fans, is that your interactions, your comments, the things that you are saying do influence them to maybe make things a little more apparent, or maybe bring it up a little bit faster than they might have considered it. So all I'm saying is you should talk more about this Roscoe Violet kiss. Boom. Okay.
I was wondering how you were going to lead it back to that. No, nice segue. Yeah.
I knew I was going there. Oh gosh. So all I'm saying is petition, guys. Let's go. Let's do this. Join the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, we can make this happen. Oh, people really like to doodle your characters in their free time. So let me just give you guys a little pro tip here.
Share on Instagram.
Exactly. That's where I was going. Put it on Instagram and tag her. Sorry. Because that helps. Yeah. Tagging is a good thing, but everyone likes fan art. All I'm saying, share the love. So we are wondering, when you first started your story, did you have a buffer for episodes, or did you kind of just jump in and you do it episode to episode?
When I first started, it was the Webtoon contest of 2018. So you had to have, I think the minimum was 5 or 6 episodes, and each episode had to have 40 panels for my category. It was different for every category, but I found out about the contest a little late in the game. And so about 2 weeks before it actually started is when I finally started drawing. And that made me go crazy. Anyway, so no, I did not start out with a buffer because I was trying to get it out for the contest so that I could qualify. And I made it to their very long list of honorable mentions. Not the short list, but the very long one with like 200 names on it. But yeah, that's another reason why I want to go back and redo the first few episodes so bad, is because I rushed it and it shows, and I had just barely started digital drawing, so it was
Makes sense.
You know. But no, I highly recommend having a buffer now. If you're just barely starting out, give yourself some time to breathe.
Yeah, for sure.
Highly recommend it. But no, I've never had a buffer.
As soon as we get to that season finale, you can go ahead
yes.
and life.
Yes, you can bet I'll come back with a buffer for sure.
Yes, and all I'm saying is if we speed up this kiss, you'll get to your season finale faster. More reasons. Fans,
More reasons.
I got your back, guys. Just keep giving me ammo here. We got this.
Every day from this one, I hear it.
Oh, Jessica! I'm so glad that you're here. She wants to know tips for someone who wants to try art but is terrible at drawing anything. Girl, I'm so glad you're here.
Aw, no, you just have to start. Don't be afraid. When you first start out, especially, don't expect to make the Mona Lisa, right away. Everyone starts from somewhere. I understand, like, it's hard not to compare your stuff to other artists that you look up to, which I do constantly. Like, we're human. That's what we do, right? But you can't let that affect your art flow and your progress. You can't compare your art to someone who's been doing it for years and years, and have put a lot of work and effort to it. So you got to start somewhere. But yeah, just draw, and draw anything around. I recommend drawing from life. Like that's how I learned, is I was in studios and we had still life set up and people modeling, draw what you see. And then when you figure out, the values and proportions and stuff, you can move on and develop other things, just start little by little. But yeah, start drawing.
Good advice. They do want to know, because you mentioned that fans sometimes miss some of the hints that you're giving out. So are there any things that they have been missing recently that we should know about?
Recently?
Or ever. We'll take them all,
There is one point that we thought that may needed to be a little bit, when Caleb comes in to the break room and he's been mugged, right? And everyone's freaking out, everyone's doing, but then someone leaves the room rather abruptly. And I only saw maybe 3 commenting about it, but it was a hint at something else. I don't want to say too much, I'll get in trouble with Aaron. But like just little stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's all I'll say.
Now we all go back and read it. Oh goodness, I love it. Hey friends, before we are kind of at the top of our hour, we're gonna take a couple more minutes and hang out with you guys, because I see that you're like very intently want to speak with us in the comments, so we'll give it a couple extra minutes. But before we do that, we have a bit of a tradition here at Toon Ladies. We need you to get your phones ready. We're about to take a picture, so what I want you to do is, if you're on your cell phone, you are going to screen grab us, and if you are on your computer, you're going to aim that camera at our screen and potentially take a picture of yourself watching us, or just the screen, whatevs. And you're going to put this out on Instagram to make sure that you're tagging us and to let people know that we're here hanging out and they totally missed the party. So are you guys ready? We're going to do a 1, 2, 3. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds, and then you're going to put that picture out on social media. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, friends, put that out on Instagram. Tag us in it. Because we like to see the behind the scenes of you guys watching us. Plus, we always like put that out on our Instagram stories too. So if you want people to see you, just like put it out there. All I'm saying. And in just a minute or two, we're actually going to tell you who has won our giveaway. But first, I'm going to look at all of these things that have come in the like 10 seconds we did that picture. Good grief, you guys. Chatty today, and I love it. Yeah. Oh, I like this. So what do we need to do to get you to end up in originals? All I'm saying is let's start the petition, friends. Come hang out in my Discord.
If anyone knows the secret, let me know. I would love to become a Webtoon original, but I have seen people become successful on Webtoon Canvas too. So I'm not as worried about it, I guess, as when I first started out, because that would be, a dream to be able to work for Webtoon. But right now I'm just focusing on making the story as the best it could be, So I appreciate the support. But
all I'm saying is that I would publish Jenna's story as a book. So if y'all want to see a novel version of this, please get on my train over here because I'm trying to make this happen for you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got? Let me just scroll through this real fast because we are going to wrap this up in the next minute or two. And we got to let you guys know who won. Mush says, when are you getting featured? Because it's not soon enough.
Probably after you, Mush.
Speaking of, guess who's hanging out with me next week? I'm just saying, we got 2 fabulous authors in a row. I'm really excited about this. Who both of whom should be original. I'm just saying, we're gonna work on that. But I was just gonna tell you to hit the subscribe and notification bell, but we're on my wrong platform. So you can hit the subscribe and notification bell here. That would help me out a lot. I would love that. But also go over to the Toon Ladies main platform. And if you're on our replay, you are there on our Toon Ladies page. Hit the subscribe and notification bell because next week we're hanging out with MushMello of Defects, and it's gonna be so dang fun. Yes, I see that people are joining us late. Sorry, friends. We are sorry of all the tech trouble today. YouTube is not loving us, but we're glad you're here. We're actually just about to do the giveaway. So if you spam me with like 7 comments, you're more likely to win. All right. Yeah, people are giving love to Mush too in the comments. That's right. We have all the
Mush is so cool. I got to meet her in person. Feel free to be jealous. Yeah, we got the opportunity to go to Webtoon Canvas Creator Day over in LA last year for when they were at the LA Comic-Con down there.
Nice.
And that was a neat experience. I highly recommend if you're a creator and you get the opportunity to go, you go running. Because there's you get to talk to Webtoon editors, Webtoon staff, and then they have Webtoon original artists there too. I got to hang out with Rachel from Lore Olympus. I'm just saying, it was such a neat experience. Yeah, definitely go because you learn a ton.
That's awesome. We got to get them back to New York Comic Con. I was hanging out there last fall. I was signing books there, but nobody was there, which was kind of sad, at least that I knew of. But that's okay. We'll all end up at the same con at some point. It's going to be lots of fun.
At some point.
Good heavens. Everyone took me very seriously about that 7 comment thing. They're just like, boom, boom, boom.
Like, hey, me.
Spam. Don't say spam. Spam and jam. You're going to get me in trouble on YouTube. Don't be doing that.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm glad everyone's excited for some stickers.
Yes. People would love to meet you in person. Okay. Okay, guys. People are wishing that they could come to the events, but they're out of this state. They're over in Canada. Listen. There are roads. You can come.
Yeah. There are airplanes.
You can get here.
I get that though. It's hard when it's so far away and
yeah. I did
especially with Corona now ruining everything.
I know. I did a con that was 15 hours away from me. That was more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, friends. Let's get into this and let's actually pick our winners. So as the comments are continuing to float in, I'm going to go ahead and I am just going to, actually, I'm going to go on my phone because it truncates it on here. And I am just going to move right on over to this page. And I am going to click on that. And then we're going to do the whole scroll up, scroll down, and tell me when to stop type thing.
All right.
So, here we go. All right, you tell me when to stop.
And stop. Oh, and stop. Sorry.
Okay. Jessica Brandenburg, you are getting a prize. We're super excited for this one.
And it will be a surprise. You don't get to pick. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. My boys will tell you that firsthand.
That's right. That's right. So if you are called out as one of our winners, you can either come over to the Toon Ladies website and email me, or you can DM me on any of the social media platforms. We're going to get you connected. We're going to grab your address and we're going to get those sent out to you guys. Here we are with number 2. So we are going to start scrolling and tell me when to stop.
And stop.
Rosie.
Hey!
I'm like, I don't know if I can turn this around without glare.
Yeah, Rosie.
Rosie friend, you are getting stickers and drawings and fun things. Are we ready for number 3? We are jumping in as all the love keeps on coming in. Tell me when to stop.
Everyone send your good vibes. Send your good vibes right now.
Allison. All right. Allison Guerrero Hernandez.
Hey!
You got it. You got it. We're super excited for this one. And we're getting all the love and all the emojis in the comments. People telling me to stop.
Stop already.
Stop there. Stop there. I got you. All right. Oh, now we're getting the emojis. Nice. Nice. Rosie's very excited because Rosie's fun. Oh, gosh.
And make sure you get her the address. And then I will mail it to you.
Oh, that's Rosie's reaction. I was actually trying to grab the stop hammer time one. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. This is hilarious. Okay. Ooh. We are going to wrap this up because now we've gone a couple of extra minutes. We've gotten all the good behind the scenes from Jenna today. We know that we have to start at least 2 or 3 petitions to make things happen in Jenna's world. And this is all happening.
I'm always reading the comments, that's what I'll say.
Okay.
Always in the comments.
Now we know, guys. Get in your comments. If you want things to happen, just put it all in the comments. Things are good. If you have more questions, we will do our best to get those answered. This is going to go up on the Toon Ladies page as soon as I download the footage and put it over on the Toon Ladies page because we ended up on my social media page. Sorry, guys. But go leave all of the comments there on the replay so we can get those answered for you. Jen and I hang out a lot, so there's a very good chance she's going to be back probably very soon.
You can't get rid of me.
Exactly. And we love that. We also get you over on our weekly Ask Me Anything hangout sessions every single Friday on our Instagram page at 3 p.m. Eastern, where I invite you guys on air to come chat with me, chat about your stories, chat about the tunes that you love, and Jenna has been known to pop on. So if you want more Jenna, all I'm saying is you should hang out.
It's a lot of fun.
It is, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun. And don't be afraid to request to be on air with KM. She's so nice and she's really good at keeping the conversation going. So don't be afraid.
I try. It is a lot of fun though. I enjoy talking to all of you. So if you hit the request button, chances are you can come hang out with me is all I'm saying. It's lots of fun. Wow. So many love comments in there. Everybody's excited. Everybody is loving that you were here today, guys. Leave all the love for Jenna in the comments right there. We will be checking those after. We're going to let Jenna read through them because they're just coming in too fast for me right now. But people are going to petition Webtoon for you. As you should. Get on this, people. Make it happen.
You guys are so sweet.
If you want to organize this, please come over to my Discord. I will happily let you guys organize that inside of my Discord. Don't shake your head. We're doing this. All right, friends, we got to wrap this up. Jenna, where can everybody hang out with you on social media?
I'm most active on Instagram at Enjoy the Show Comic. I'm also on Twitter, barely, but yeah, I'm pretty much Enjoy the Show Comic everywhere else. So
Fantastic. And we love hanging out with you. And you've got your Patreon. You've got all sorts of fun things on your social media. You've been posting some interesting things recently and playing some fun games in your Instagram stories where you allow us to guess what people are reacting to, which I love. I love that. So guys, make sure you hang out with her over on her Instagram page. Make sure you are hanging out on her Patreon. Make sure you're buying all the pretty fun things and signing those fun petitions. Jenna, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I always enjoy having you on the show. If you guys have not watched her Canvas episode or listened to her podcast episode, get on it. You do not want to miss out on all of the fun. But we do have to say goodbye now. So any final thoughts, Jenna?
No, just thanks for having me on. It was a blast. And it was a party. I love a party. And I'll be sending these out this week.
Yes.
So get your address.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you.
And when you get them, friends, tag her in them on Instagram. Jenna, thanks so much for being here. We will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. All right, friends, if you enjoyed today's episode, you are also going to enjoy next week's episode. We're hanging out with I went the wrong way. We're hanging out with MushMello. Jenna's laughing at me. We're hanging out with MushMello G-Facts next week. And then we're hanging out with Selden Young, the producer of The Swan Princess, the following week. And then we got some cool things going on for you, so you do not want to miss out. We are doing all the cool things. So hit the subscribe and notification bell here on this platform if you want to learn social media strategy and how to build up your platforms or build up your Instagram pages to get noticed by people like Jenna and Mush. All I'm saying is I can help you with that. And then go over to the Toon Ladies platform and hit the subscribe and notification bell over there as well, because we are breaking down amazing tunes, Toon World news, and introducing you to the authors and creators that you know and love. So make sure you head on over. You do not want to miss out on this one. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you guys again next week. Until then, I hope you have a great day and stay inspired. Bye-bye, friends.